Junior with Junior TV. Apparently, my boy Jonathan Majors is not done playing Kang the Conqueror. Now, I heard this rumor a while ago that they wanted to bring back Kang just so they could finish the story. And I don't know if I like it or if I don't like it. Matter of fact, I really don't like it because I feel like if you're about to do a soft reboot with Marvel, you can save the character and bring him back for phase 7 or 8 or whatever it's gonna be whenever you reset the universe, and let him be a villain then. That way you got a clean slate, whether you redo Kang as somebody different or you give it some time for some of the dirt to slide off Jonathan Majors. I would rather you do that. But, you know, I guess they want to go ahead and clean this story up and finish it off. The rumor is that he's going to be in Doomsday and Secret Wars. And basically they're going to use it to show Dr. Doom's dominance over Kang, or him finishing off Kang, and the variants of Kang the Conqueror. You know what I'm saying? So he can conquer the universe and show the full potential or the full flicks of Dr. Doom's power. Now, Dr. Doom is my favorite character. I can't lie to you. Dr. Doom is my favorite character. Him, Magneto, I've stated it plenty of times. Those are my favorite characters. Whether it be hero, villain, in between. Those are my favorite characters. Unless you go to DC, then it's probably Batman. But Kang and Magneto. You know what I'm saying? But they want to show this flex. Now, Doom is like, to me, has always been like a variation or the epitome of what Kang the Conqueror is. Kang is like a future spinoff of Doom to me. But I don't think you should do this. I don't think you should do this to this character. I understand Jonathan Majors wants to do that character. He wants to finish that character and do that character justice, and he wants to redeem his career and all that. So I'm not knocking Jonathan Majors. It's just Marvel. I feel like you just don't really have to do this. You can show Kang dominating somebody else. You know, Marvel tends to have this need to, I don't know, sometimes they get caught between doing too much and not doing enough. I don't think you really should disrespect the character of Kang on this level just to clean that storyline up because you chose to go against the grain and do Kang the Conqueror before doing Dr. Doom. Y'all chose to do that. Y'all chose to do Kang before Dr. Doom. You never had to do that. You could have started out phase 5 or 6 or whatever with Dr. Doom. You could have did that. You never had to do Kang. You never had to. You were so happy with the status and the level of Jonathan Majors, you guys ran with that character. And y'all ran with that story. You didn't have to do that. You could have did the multiverse saga without doing Kang in the first place. And now you're choosing to disrespect the character of Kang for Doom. And I love Doom. But I feel like Doom has kind of been disrespected too. You know, having Robert Downey Jr. play Doom. And even though I think I honestly might like the story, I honestly might like it overall once I see it, but I don't want to complain too much. I just feel like it's unnecessary. Like, you don't have to do this. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do this story. I feel like just leave the story where it's at for right now. Leave the story for where it's at. But who's to say that at the end of Secret Wars that Kang is not done or finished, or what role he will play in Secret Wars, because it's going to be very different than the comics. You already have several things you can't do in the comics, you know, even though, you know, I'm hearing that they have a variant of T'Challa that will be in Secret Wars. You know, T'Challa plays a big role in Secret Wars. Reed, a lot of the characters play big roles in Secret Wars, but Reed, Doctor Strange, like, these characters play very big roles. Thor, Wolverine, not necessarily Wolverine, like, he plays a role, but Jane Foster, like, they play big roles in Secret Wars. You know, you have the whole Thor Corp, and I don't know if they're going to do the Thor Corp because Jane Foster is technically supposed to be dead right now. But we'll see what they do when they do it. We'll see, won't we? We'll see what they do when they do it. I just know, like I said, I don't feel like it is important for them to wrap up Kang's storyline. They don't even have to do Kang. You know, with it being Secret Wars and you having different variations in different universes and you know, multiple versions of different people in the movie. With Kang being from 4000 BC, you don't necessarily need to do Kang. You don't necessarily need to do Kang. Now, we'll see what happens with X-Men 97 Season 2, because Kang will be in that. We will see what happens, because I think you'll have Apocalypse, you'll have Kang. I think you'll have a couple of people in X-Men 97 Season 2. Would it be X-Men 98? I don't know. But we'll see what they do in that as far as reintroducing Kang or introducing Apocalypse, who also can't play a role in Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars. necessarily. We'll see what goes on. Like I'll be patient. I'll wait. I'll see what Marvel does. To me, Marvel has been getting things back together. I'm not one of those people that have hated Marvel's last few entries. I actually liked the Thunderbolts. I didn't hate Captain America. I loved Marvel Zombies. I'm not one of those people that hate their last few entries. We'll see. We'll see. I know one thing though. I'm very excited to see Doctor Doom. I'm also excited about the prospect and the possibility and the what if of different storylines that I'm hearing could possibly be the story leading up to all of these things. Even with Franklin Richards, how they're gonna do Franklin Richards, who's a baby. I want to see what they do with that. Like, I can't wait. I can't wait. But we'll wait and see. But this is good news for Jonathan Majors, if anything. Seeing the interview with him and Megan Good, who always is looking good. We'll see. I support Jonathan Majors because he a Dallas cat. I said it like 10 times. If it's your first time to my channel, I'm from Dallas. Jonathan Majors graduated from Duncanville High School, which is like the most prominent football school currently in North Texas, maybe even the state of Texas. But yeah, he graduated with my ex-girlfriend. Yeah, I root for him. I'm supporting him. But I think it's a bad idea to have him killed off by Kang. By Dr. Doom Jr.